Do you have some days where you wake up and you're feeling good and you pick out your nice outfit and you get a good breakfast and you headed off to work or you headed off to school and everything is flowing just right and the birds are chirping and the sun is out and the skies are blue and everything just feels just right, and you go to school or you reach your office and you sit down at your desk or you sit down and you get that phone call or that email that just pisses you off and it just totally shifts your energy, and then you start thinking about how your day could be all screwed up? We're talking about negative thoughts. And today on Motivation and Confidence, we're going to tell you how to counter those negative thoughts. All right, everybody worldwide, you're now tuned into Motivation and Confidence, where we help you do your daily best. And I'm your host, Tom Danger. This has happened to me a few times. Actually, it happened to me today. I woke up, I did my morning meditation, I gave thanks, I did my workout, I showered using my favorite lavender soap, my favorite charcoal toothpaste, put on my Body Joy butter cream, put on my nice shirt, my nice slacks. I mean, I just took my time to make sure that my morning went right. Went to my favorite juice spot and got my green juice because I juice every day. So I have my kale, my cucumber, my celery, my parsley, green apples, lemon, and a little bit of carrot. And I had my scarf on and my cap and my shades was rocking just right. And I had like a pep in my step when I was walking because I was just feeling so good, right? And I'm fortunate that I don't have to take the train or ride any transportation to work. I get a chance to walk, and it's a nice casual walk, and it's not wintertime just yet, but it's that slight crisp in the air, so the air is nice and crispy and it smells so clean. And I'm sipping my juice, walking down the street, feeling good. And I reach the office and I take off my stuff and I'm ready for the day. And I start going through my work, right? And then I get this, I'm not sure actually if it was a phone call. Actually, no. It was a phone call. And this is a true story. So we've been without gas in our house now for almost 2 months. Compliments of Con Edison doing their due diligence into making sure that if there are any corroded pipes throughout New York City, that they're being replaced. Now, being that our home is an older home, one of the pipes were allegedly corroded, in which after a month and a half, Con Edison did repair and replace the pipe. Right? So now we have to get the gas cut back on because when they found it corroded, they cut the gas off as a safety measure. Totally get it. Went through Thanksgiving, macaroni and cheese on the barbecue grill. Didn't turn out too good. That's a whole nother story. Another motivation and confidence episode that we'll talk about. But we made do, right? We had sternos and some food cooked over here and some food cooked on hot plates, and we got it going. Mainly the family was together, and that's all that mattered. Now, back to the day. I started out feeling good. My outfits, my shower, my shea butter, everything is going good. My work is going just fine. Now, I get a call from Con Edison. Mr. Brown, we're at your property. All good. We're here to turn the gas back on. How many stoves are in the unit? I said there are 3 stoves in the unit. Okay, so we have to check each meter. I said, hold on, there's only 1 meter. He goes, okay. So since there's only 1 meter and it's feeding multiple units, I have to contact another firm so that they can cut your gas on because our company doesn't do that. Now, again, this is work that has been subcontracted out to Con Edison. And I had to explain to the guy. I said, look, here's my situation. I've been in this particular state for the past 2 months. Every time one of you come through the door, I get a story. I never get a straight answer. So he's like, hold on, let me see what I can do. I'm going to put you on speakerphone. I'm going to call over to this third party company and see if I can get someone out to you today. I'm like, at this point, my day is starting to shift, right? Because I'm saying, here comes the nonsense. I've heard this story once, I've heard it twice, and I've heard it 3 times. And I'm not upset at this gentleman who is there to help at the moment. I'm just upset at the process and the amount of time that it takes to get things done. He calls the company. This is so-and-so from this such and such company, employee number, whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, no problem. What's the issue? We have this house, multiple units. We got to get somebody out here to cut the gas on. Okay, whatever. Now, before the guy leaves, he goes, you know what? Con Edison did run the line from your home back to the meter. However, they cut the pipe that comes from the main line back into the house. Meaning there's a line that's coming from the external gas outside in the street to the meter. And then from the meter should be another pipe that feeds the gas that goes into the house. And that's the pipe that they've cut. So now I'm saying to myself, we've had at least 4 different technicians here that have given us 8 different stories on 4 different occasions. And at this point, I'm just pissed. Like, I'm on the phone with this guy for like 20, 30 minutes. And, I had to tell him, like, I'm not upset at you. I'm upset at the process. And he's like, I get it. But by this point, those butterflies that I had in my stomach and that pep in my step, it just turned into like a clenched fist. I had my fist balled up. I'm like almost banging it on my desk. I'm gritting my teeth. I'm frowning in the phone, just mean mugging, like, what is going on? And from there, I could feel a shift in my body, like my energy just started going in a different direction. And it's halfway through the day. And it's not the energy that I wanted for the day. And for a minute, I allowed myself to slip. Now, that's my little story. I'm off my soapbox. We're talking about how do you handle negative thoughts and deal with that negative energy once it comes into your day. Here's what I did. I first acknowledged the fact that I was upset. Right? And I don't think that there's anything wrong with anybody being upset. I think there's a problem when we try to repress our energy and whatever that emotion is, whether it be happiness or sadness. If we can express happiness or sadness, we should be able to express anger and any emotion for that fact. So I admitted to the fact that I was upset. Boom. So I'm starting to release that energy. I'm coming back down. Secondly, one thing I always do is breathe. I had to take to be honest with you, even as I'm talking about the story, it still frustrates me because I'm still without gas. So I had to breathe. Inhale, exhale 3 times to bring myself down, to calm myself down. And then I had to really think, okay, this is what the situation is. Now, what can I do next to help rectify the situation? At this point, one of the only things that I could do is take the next course of action, which was to eventually contact a plumber, because I need a plumber to come in and connect the pipes. And then I could follow up with Con Edison once again to come back and hopefully turn the gas on, right? Now, those 3 little steps that I just told you about, I would add one more thing in addition into that, and that would be think about something that makes you happy, or think about a place where you were in a worse condition, but you managed to thrive through it, and it was only temporary, right? Acknowledge that you're angry, breathe, take a course of action, and basically reflect, okay? And that's what I would recommend. So whenever you have any negative thoughts, Those are the 4 steps that I would take. This is Motivation and Confidence. I'm your host, Tom Danger, and we help you do your daily best. Thank you for tuning into Motivation and Confidence, where we help you do your daily best. Like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Check us out on various platforms: Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Overcast, Castbox, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, TuneIn, or Alexa Media.